some of these banks kind of going under. Do you think that that will have an impact on mortgage rates?
I'm going to go to the extreme just for a second, just because we came off the crash. The worst thing that could happen is that this happens to multiple banks, and then the access to credit completely freezes. And now you think it's hard to get a mortgage now, like it would be virtually impossible, like the access to credit wouldn't be there. That would be an absolute worst case scenario. I don't think we get there. The Fed has basically stepped in and backstopped the ones that have failed. The big one, Credit Suisse over in Switzerland, they're getting a lifeline from the Central Bank of Switzerland. It's definitely something to keep an eye on. Anytime you have there's a lack of trust or norm in the market, people tend to put money into bonds because they're looked at as safe investments. The bond market is really what drives mortgage rates. The more money flowing into bonds brings the price down, brings the yields down, brings mortgage rates down. Typically, that's a very vague way to answer it, but when you get this kind of market disruption and people don't want to invest in the financial sector or the tech sector because it's touching this bank failure, the safe thing for the people with money and investors to do it, typically put it into bonds.
Yeah, and
that will always have a positive impact on mortgage rates. There's kind of a joke is that the mortgage industry loves a crisis, because when those things happen,
you're mentioning
that's
the
where
worst
the
case
money
scenario
goes, and that
here.
brings rates
When we
down.
talk about market data here in the Phoenix metro area, really anywhere, all we're using is the data that's happening right now. I always make sure to describe that we can't predict what's happening in the future because all we're using is trending data of what's already happened. And there's always a black swan event that could come in and change everything. And these, banks collapsing could be one of those events. And so I don't know, right now, everything still looks very steady and positive for the real estate market here, but you never know. You're talking about worst case scenario here.